So October 2015, I'll give you a timeline. Fine. October 2015 OECD timeline. Right. So what happens at October 2015? Action Plan 1 report has been, OECD delivers Action Plan 1 report addressing the tax challenges arising out of digitalization of the economy that we had discussed in the last class, and about which we have talked about in these last 10 minutes. Fine. Time progresses. Then we reach and a body of OECD which is known as TFDE. Very important. TFDE is Task Force on Digital Economy. TFDE is a body within OECD which is mandated, which is a specialized body that takes care of the work related to addressing the tax challenges arising out of digitalization. Fine. So TFDE continues to work. In April 2018, TFDE delivers a very important document which is known as Interim report. I have shared the document with you in the WhatsApp group. Fine. So TFDE delivers Interim report. An Interim report does what? Interim report highlights that business models of tech companies are very different from the traditional business models. Tech companies, they have unique business model, they have unique characteristic features, they have scale without mass. That is, they don't have physical permanent establishment, or they don't have physical companies as such, physical presence, yet they are able to grow in size, scale without mass. Second, tech companies make use of the user participation, user generated data. And then third one, very important, that tech companies, these tech models, these business models, they make a very heavy use of intangibles. Fine. Very good report, but it's a long report, 200 plus pages. So this report is delivered in 2018 April. January 2019, OECD comes out with a policy note. And probably I can say that this January 2019, and it was just 3 pages. Policy note, 3 pages. And this was the beginning of BEPS 2.0. Although OECD does not use this BEPS 1.0 or 2.0, but then yes, in the international tax practitioners community, you can find that the present reforms which are going on, proposals, etc., pillar 1, pillar 2, they pertain to BEPS 2.0. So I would say that this January 2019 policy note, this was the initiation of BEPS 2.0. So we'll say that this is BEPS 2.0, initiation of BEPS 2.0, right? So this is your BEPS 2.0. BEPS 2.0 initiates, is started. Policy note. Immediately in February 2019, you have a public consultation document. I have shared this document also with you. Very, very important. Public consultation document, around 30 pages or so. Not a very bulky. And this public consultation document was based upon this TFDE report. Mr. Nishan, you can switch off your mic. This public 32 pages, yes. Very important document, and it was based upon this TFDE report and this user participation data, scale without mass, and heavy reliance on intangibles. They were lifted from TFDE report and they were discussed here. And here you find the discussion upon the global minimum tax as well. Pillar 1 and pillar 2 sort of, they have been discussed in this document. I remember we were doing LLM. In February 2019, and this document had created quite a buzz, because Now this global minimum tax bill, which has now become pillar 2, that proposal in February 2019, is almost 4 years ago. It was quite unique, that if you will not tax, I will tax, right? So this is a very important document, right? Very important document, public consultation document. Move further and then you come to May 2019. May 2019, OECD releases another document. This is known as Program of Work, POW, Program of Work. And Program of Work, it expands upon this public consultation document. Modalities of pillar 1, pillar 2 they start developing. Fine. Then you move further. In October 2019, very important. See, so 2019 was very important. October 2019, OECD releases a unified approach, Secretariat proposal for a unified approach on pillar 1. So unified approach to pillar 1. Again, not a very bulky document, very thin, 20, 25, 30 pages. And now pillar 1 components are discussed. So it is for the first time that here you find pillar 1 components being discussed in detail manner. And here you have the mention of amount A, amount B and amount C. There is amount C as well. Nowadays you don't talk about amount C, it's only amount A and amount B. So here you have, in this document, here you have amount A, amount B and amount C. 3 amount. Amount A, B and C. So very important document. It was a public consultation document, and the document was open for public feedback for one month, October 2019. Then a month later, in November 2019, OECD released another secretariat proposal for a unified approach. On pillar 2. So here you have pillar 2. This is unified approach on pillar 2. Fine. So global anti-base erosion proposals, they are discussed. Again, open for consultation, public feedback for 1 month. So now year 2019 ends almost. Then you reach to what? Now you reach January 2020, and January 2020 OECD G20, they release a statement. Because see, OECD is a body. It presents its reports to the G20 countries, and then they approve the recommendation that yes, we'll go ahead. So all this work, G20 countries, they approve, and then they say that yes, we are fine with your work. OECD, we are fine with your work. We approve the proposals which you have put forth to reform the international tax architecture. So pillar 1 and pillar 2, they get a stamp of approval. In this statement, you find discussion about amount A, B, C, pillar 1 and then pillar 2 proposals. Fine. And this is just before the onset of COVID-19, right? January 2020. Then you move further. You reach October 2020. October 2020 was very important. Because till now the documents which were released by OECD pertaining to pillar 1 and pillar 2, they were not very detailed. They were small frameworks. But then in October 2020, OECD comes out with very detailed documents. These are known as blueprints. Blueprints on pillar 1, pillar 2. Blueprints on pillar 1, pillar 2. Bulky documents, 200 plus pages. Pillar 1 200 plus pages. Pillar 2 economic impact assessment. Economic impact assessment of Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 proposals, as well as a short summary of blueprint of Pillar 1, Pillar 2 and EIA combined. So this short summary was around what, 40, 45, 50 pages plus summary. So 4 very important documents were released in October 2020, blueprints. And mind you, these blueprints, they have formed, they have been more or less incorporated, they have been incorporated in the present detailed proposals of Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 that you would have seen. So very, very important, right? These blueprints. Then fast forward, you reach October 2021. I am skipping few minor developments in between. For example, in July 2020, you had some document being released by OECD. So I'm skipping those documents. These are the major developments. Fine. And already you see the entire board is almost complete. So October 2021 is very, very important. October 2021, I'll even give you the date. 8th of October. 8th of October 2021 is very important, because on this date, OECD G2020 and the inclusive framework IF, BEPS if. So you have BEPS if. What is if? Inclusive framework. See, you have G20 countries, G20 member countries, OECD countries, 30 plus countries. Many of them are also G20 countries, and then there are many countries which are not in G20 countries, but because they also have stakes in the reform of the international tax architecture, so they have been included. They also participate in the discussions which have been taking place, and the grouping of all those countries is known as inclusive framework. So inclusive framework as of now includes 142 countries, 142, 141, 142 countries, inclusive framework. G20 countries as well as the countries, inclusive framework. So on 8th of October 2021, BEPS if, that is inclusive framework, formally adopts the 2-pillar solution which has been proposed, which has been developed by OECD. Because now you see that Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 solutions have been fairly expanded. Fine. So they approve. And it is this document, 8th of October 2021, that is at the root of the work which is going on at present. All of those documents, they make a reference to this, that 8th of October 2021 statement has adopted Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 solution. Fine. And I have shared this document with you also, 8 pages. So it contains the proposals in a nutshell, but then yes, all the aspects have been covered of Pillar 1 and Pillar 2. Pillar 1, amount A and amount B, and Pillar 2, global minimum tax, as well as the rules, income inclusion rule, etc. Fine. As well as how would you implement Pillar 1 and Pillar 2. Now one thing which needs mention, that although this 2019 unified approach on Pillar 1, it included amount C as well, but now here Pillar 1 only mentions amount A and amount B. Fine. Okay. So very, very important statement. And this also mentions that the further documents will be released immediately after October 2021. In December 2021, OECD releases globe model rules. Globe model rules. Model rules. And Globe is pillar 2. Global minimum tax, that is pillar 2. So pillar 2, global anti-base erosion proposals, model rules, released in December 2021. Right? Year changes. You reach what? March 2022. March 2022. March 2022. Detailed commentary on these model rules. Detailed commentary on these model rules. Commentary on commentary on global model rules plus examples, because globe proposals are very complex, interlocking. So explanatory commentary plus examples, how would you apply the globe proposals? March 2022, right? July 2022 progress report on pillar 1. Progress report on pillar 1, that is amount A. Progress report amount A. Progress report on amount A. The substantive rules of amount A, pillar 1. Fine. And I have shared all these documents, globe model rules, commentary plus examples plus fact sheet. I have shared all these documents. I have also shared progress report on amount A with you.
No.
Progress report on amount A, I think I have shared.
No, I don't say. I was same thing I was searching.
No problem. I'll share that. If it is not shared, I'll share the document with you. Don't worry.
The name you take and I am trying to open on my WhatsApp. Okay.
Right. No, I've shared the document. Progress report on amount A, pillar 1, 96 pages. And then further, July 2022, and then October 2022. I've shared the document, Mr. Sam. Please check. 96 pages. October 2022. Then you have another progress report on pillar 1, amount A. This deals with administrative certainty, administrative implementation, as well as tax certainty. This is a bulky report to 200 plus pages. Fine. And after October 2022, then you reach December 2022. And 8th of December. Okay. 8th of December 2022. You have a document which pertains to amount B. Pillar 1, amount B. I have shared this also with you. So this also has been shared. So now you have amount B. Amount B on 8th of December. Amount B. It's a public consultation document, amount B. 50 plus pages. In which amount B proposal. What is amount B? We'll discuss. Right? So this was released. And then after 10 days or so, December around 15-20, then you have in December around 2022, pillar 2 implementation toolkit, implementation kit. Pillar 2 implementation kit. I have not shared this one. Fine, I have not shared this one. Pillar 2 implementation kit. And then in February 2023, you have another document on pillar 2. That deals with administrative sanity, administrative implementation. Okay. Administrative guidance on pillar 2 proposals, which deals with the interpretation and application of the globe rules. Fine. I'll share this document also with you. I have not shared this one and this one. I'll share these documents also with you. So you have administrative guidance on pillar 2. So you would see starting from 2015, I have made you up to date till the present.
The whiteboard finished. Now, in 2 years, you will require 2 whiteboards.
And I have covered most of the development. I think July 22 one I skipped here. Fine. Otherwise, even if you go to the OECD website, you will find these developments. So I brought you to the latest, absolutely up to date level, and beyond February 2023, nothing has been released so far by OECD. Fine. What can be expected? Some sort of guidance, on your amount B, because amount B was discussed in that public consultation document released on 8th of December, and the public consultations were open for 1 month till January, I think 15th of January. Fine. So public and stakeholders, big four, etc., law firms and other agencies, they have provided their universities, they have provided their feedback. How does OECD incorporate those feedback into the amount DB proposal? OECD would come out with a report, so that is expected some